Good morning, TIs, and everyone else watching my videos. It is January 12th, 2024. So I hope everybody's doing okay. And Happy New Year to everyone. I know it's a little late. I'm just going to show this is going to be an evidentiary video. This is what they do to me. I've posted numerous videos about this. I have not left my apartment in I would say a couple weeks, only to take the trash. And I start my car when I do that. And then also I went to go to the hub where we pick up our mail, which is not too far. That's the only times that I've left my apartment. I had this item delivered, and I'm showing you the box here. When it was delivered, it was delivered fine. There was no holes in the box, which is unusual because usually they get to it before it's delivered, but it was delivered directly from the store. So it wasn't sent through the mail. So this is what they did, either at night when I was asleep or when I left for those short occasions. I would have to say that was probably done at night when I'm asleep, because I mean, they could if they hurried, but what they are looking for is to see what's in the box, because in the past, when I first knew I was in this program, I didn't understand the program, so I was trying to outdo them or trying to do counter surveillance. So I got small cameras, and I got devices that could record when people were coming in my house. I actually caught them in my backyard, taking out, when I used to own a house before they took it away from me. They did. They would send 2 or 3 men in, and and I caught them because I put the camera in the tree. And the pictures of them were fuzzy, but I got the voices on camera. And that's how I knew they were using a taser on my dog and kicking my dog I had dogs, and that's how I knew they were. And what they did is, those Arcadia or those sliding glass doors in your backyard, usually it's on your patio in a house. I had one of those, and they were actually removing, taking out the screws of the door and the aluminum frame, and they were taking the whole door out while I was gone at work. I caught that on video, and they eventually deleted it in one of my computers before I realized, I uploaded it to a computer, and before I realized I was in the program, or I was being harassed by this group of I know it's some type of security agency, because when it first started, I tracked them back, and it is a security agency. It might be governmental contractors or connected with the government, but it is a security agency. So, and you're dealing with all of them against you, with them having all of the resources, money, and power. And I do hear that certain agency started in another country, and then it came here. So they are backed by a lot of the wealthy people, do contribute as a tax write-off to this security company. I hear it's funded. I'll just leave it at that. But that's what I know about it. But I'm just telling you, I don't think that this could have happened. It possibly could, but in that short amount of time, I doubt it, because what they do is they cut these holes and small round holes, so they can like stick down their surveillance stuff and see what's in the box, because they're worried about me. After all these years, they're worried about me because they know my personality and they know I'm going to try to catch them. Because I spent many years trying to catch them, and I did catch them. So now they're worried about me. Like when they come into my apartment, they will unscrew all my pins because they're worried that I have one of those cameras that are a pin, because I used to have one. So they'll unscrew every single pin, and they'll keep doing that year after year, time after time when they come in my apartment. It's the same things that they do to me. The same things. It's run in cycles. It's just all meant to asset strip you. And I do believe that I have my own theories about this. I do believe that I'll have to go into it later, but I have my own theories of how this program was developed. A lot of people say it's a medical program, and I think there are several programs. I think it is a medical program, but I also have my theories about why this program was started and why affluent and rich people contribute to it, and corporations. So I believe it's to shut us up. Like, they don't want nobody, like if they do something wrong, they don't want to take responsibility. They just want to shut us all up. They want to say, okay, look, if you talk, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to be in this program the rest of your life. And so other people see that, and they don't want no part of it, so they keep their mouth shut. That it's a psychological program, basically, to shut you up. That's what I think. I don't think they want anybody that goes against the grain. But anyways, this is what happened, and it wasn't like that when I got it. You could see they just tore a square out because they wanted to stick their camera down there to make sure that I didn't have some type of camera or something in the box, because I haven't opened it for a few days. I just got it and I hadn't opened it. So they wanted to run their equipment down because they couldn't figure out why I hadn't opened it yet. So they got scared because they think, well, why is it still sitting there and not opened? Well, it's because I didn't feel good. That's why I didn't open it, with the bad weather we've had lately. But anyways, this is a normal tactic for me. This happens all the time. You can tell that that's just been cut out of there. It's a nice square. It's been cut out of there. So they can look down there and make sure I don't have any cameras. So anyways, there's that. I'll stop ranting about that. But one time I had like all my boxes in an apartment I had, and they did that to every single box sitting, in my apartment. I was getting ready to move, and I had all my moving boxes, and they did that same thing to every single box in my apartment. Every single one of them. Because they were closed and taped up. And one time, and in that same apartment, I had to put, those, sometimes people use them like at offices for buffet tables. They're portable tables, and you can get them in different lengths. I think the normal length is like 6 foot, and you just open them up, and they're like picnic tables or portable tables. And I had one of those left over, and I was using it in an apartment because it was easy to transport instead of a dining table. And I finally got the ideal that in this certain apartment, it fit like in between the door handle and the door and up against the door. I was able to wedge it in there because of the way the closet was, the coat closet. I was able to wedge it between the coat closet and the door so you couldn't get the door open. So they got mad that I did that, and they couldn't come in at night anymore. So they were trying to get in, and they literally put a dent in that table trying to get the door open. They put a dent in that table trying to get the door open. Yeah, they bent it. And how was I not hearing that at night? Like, how? Because I woke up the next day and there was a dent in it. So how did I not hear that at night? How am I not hearing them coming in at night? The only way is to be knocked out by either the nightshade family of drugs, or not drugs, but, you know, well, I guess. So there has to be, they're either gassing, there's some way that they're doing either sound, it's, or, you know, hypnotism, I don't know, but I think it's the nightshade. That's what I think. Because I've always been a light sleeper. How am I sleeping through all that? But anyways, that's my rant. And other than that, same old, same old. I hope that you guys all have a nice day.